Welcome to the Bullpen. In the Bullpen today, he's back, Mr. John Burnett, Managing Director of One Empire Group and political strategist. John, good day, brother, welcome.
Thanks for having me again.
All right, they said it was going to be a red wave. It's barely a red trickle. Donald Trump is being abandoned by MAGA supporters. People I thought would never abandon Trump are now coming out in unison against him. What are your thoughts? How do you see the political landscape for Republicans moving forward? Is it a new day in the Republican movement, or will Donald Trump live to fight another day as your champion?
Well, I'll say that I think true base supporters probably will never abandon him. However, there were some Republicans that looked at the landscape and voted their interests, whatever their interests were at the time of voting. So I think you have to look at it. It's a little nuanced. So I think you have to look at it in that through those lenses with respect to Donald Trump.
Would you consider Tomi Lahren to be a supporter of Trump?
I don't know what her latest comments have been, but historically, going back to 2016 and 2020, I believe she did support him.
Yeah, she no longer supports him. So she threw him under the bus on Fox News. Mike Pence threw him under the bus on ABC News. Others threw him under the bus on alternative media. Multiple political columnists, conservative columnists, threw him under the bus over the weekend. So go ahead.
So let me just say this. I've stated this on Fox News and Newsmax. I don't think that Donald Trump running again in the next presidential cycle is the best thing. Why? Because it also drives out Democrats to vote against him. As we saw in the 2020 election, Biden garnered 81 million votes. Right, in terms of the unusual election, in terms of mail-in balloting and things of that nature. So that was a historic turnout. I don't think those people were inspired by Biden as much as they wanted to vote against Donald Trump. So I think going into the next presidential cycle, I'm hoping on the Republican side that we'll end up with 4 or 5, possibly even 6 or 7 candidates, which I won't be surprised if we end up with that number.
John, I actually agree with you because I was a Biden supporter. I still am. I know, right? For the first time ever, I've agreed with you. All right, I know. Hell has frozen, believe me. So, yeah, I wasn't motivated to vote for Biden, and I get criticized every time I say this. Every time I say this, Democrats will criticize me. Nobody voted for Biden because Biden excited them. Nobody. Biden did not excite us. What excited us was the fact that Biden was not Donald Trump. And if we had a decision between Trump and Biden, listen, come on, it's a no-brainer for us. Here's what I'm seeing now, dear brother. And I want you to analyze and object if you think I'm wrong. I have seen a transformation of the Republican Party like I have never seen in modern context. I have not seen this kind of transition and transformation this quickly. Literally, most mainstream Republicans, and I'm talking about people like McConnell, Lindsey Graham and others. I mean, they were the guys, right? They objected to Trump initially. They spoke truth about his insane ways initially, and then it changed. Also, the party platform changed. It was no longer a platform that identified with principles or values, even though I disagree with some of their political ideology, obviously. I don't think they, at the time, abandoned all of the principles, but now they have. They've abandoned every single principle they once said or acted as if they believed in. They've abandoned those principles for one majority principle, and that's the principle of power. As long as you can obtain power, they're willing to damn near do anything to get there. They will abandon their historically held beliefs. They will not talk about fiscal responsibility. All of these things go out the door. They don't talk about family values, etc. Why? Because it is now the ideology of power. What are your thoughts there?
Well, I think we can see that on both sides of the political aisle. I think there are a lot of moderate Democrats who are disappointed with Biden in terms of his fiscal policy, in terms of not tapping into American energy independence, and also his feckless and weak leadership on the foreign regarding foreign affairs. So I think there are people that are disgusted on both sides of the aisle. And hey, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance here, Dr. Richey.
All right.
You might agree on this too. I don't think Biden or Trump should run in 2024. And I think people on both sides of the aisle, I think we're looking for new leadership, new voices.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, brother. We typically support Biden because he's at least right on the policies. Like he has a policy agenda. Is it 100%? No, but it's way more than what I agree on the conservative side. You all would be singing a different tune today if Donald Trump would have actually pulled off a massive victory with his endorsed candidates. If Donald Trump would have simply won these midterm elections through his endorsed candidates, you all would have a completely different tune on local and national news, and you know it. And it has nothing to do with policy, has everything to do with power, nothing else.
Okay, let me say this. Me personally, I disagree. Here's what John Burnett thinks. Even before the midterm election results, which I thought was going to go slightly a little differently, but I thought that, you know what? We need someone to actually bring over Democrat votes, not repel them. So that was my position going forward. And I grew up loving Donald Trump, but I think we need fresh blood, new blood.
Okay, so brother, you've never said that on this show. As many times as you have been on this program, you have never said anything like that about Donald Trump or your sentiment.
Other programs.
Okay.
And I wouldn't, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Again, I think Americans are thirsting for new leadership.
All right. You said that for the record. I got 30 seconds before the next show. Let me get this in. If Donald Trump would have won, you would not see the political pundits on Fox News and other places come out against him. They will be singing his praises. They would be talking about him announcing in the future. It will be a different political and media narrative.
But you know what? This makes a good fight though, right? If he does announce a run tomorrow, it's going to be a great fight in terms of primary. And if he actually wins, which I'm not sure if he will, it's going to set up another fight in the presidential run. So either way, people will be engaged. And I can't believe we agreed on this show.
Yeah, we agreed one time, brother. Don't let it go to your head, all right? Okay, we appreciate you being on the show.